we don't crash out in like 2 seconds?
Whew, last week was a doozy.
All right, it looks good.
Okay.
Looks good. Welcome. We are Quintessential Baker. I'm Miranda.
And I'm Phoebe.
And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Mother's Day. All right, so today we're going to bake baguettes, grain-free baguettes. But we've got a little bit of news to share.
We do.
We do. What should we start with?
It's raining.
Yes.
That's not really news.
Good day for baking. Warm up the kitchen.
We have a business fair locally in Ithaca that we are going to be participating in on Thursday the 16th.
Yep, from 5 to 8
over at
Farmers Market.
Yeah.
At the pavilion. So all you locals, come on over and see us. There's
see us.
over 80 businesses, like small businesses from the local Ithaca area, and it's going to be really great.
And we're going to have, so Quintessential Baker is going to have baguette tasting.
Yeah.
And we're going to be selling some chocolate chip cookies. So come on over, and the chocolate chip cookies are vegan,
gluten-free, nut-free, vegan, so no eggs or dairy, and awesomeness. Yum,
so
yum,
come
yum,
and
yum,
see
yum.
us.
Yes.
Come check out what we got going on.
Yep. And then the other big news is we are like on the cusp, almost there, ready to start selling our flour blends. So we're gathering the packaging, and we've got the home processor product approval, and it's just a matter of like putting it all together and getting it posted on the website and figuring out maybe a local place where you can pick up. But if you live in the state of New York, you can buy flour blends from us. And we're sorry for everyone who doesn't, but maybe you know somebody, maybe you're close in Pennsylvania and you know somebody over the border can order for you. I don't know. But someday,
for now,
someday we'll have a commercial facility where we can have it go everywhere. But for now, we're starting just to see how it goes in New York. So
in the meantime, another bit of inside information is that we are happy to announce that Mama Said Ham Pies is opening up a shop in Press Bay Alley, and they are requesting that we make some rolls to provide for them. And not only the rolls, but we're they are ciabatta rolls. They're really awesome. They're like this big, cute little rolls, delicious.
So good.
And they've been using our flour blend
For the gluten-free options.
Gluten-free.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Helping Hiroko a little bit with the recipe for that, so we're going to keep tweaking it. She and I have the same brain, which is like, it's good, but we can make it better. So we're playing with that, and we're excited about that. Hopefully, they say they're going to open later this week. We'll see. We should be in there soon, within the next couple weeks with the rolls. So very exciting.
All right, let's move on. Let's do this thing.
Do this thing. Okay, so the baguettes. I don't know what I'm saying.
Baguette. We got flour blend.
We got flour blend. This is the almond flour based blend.
What version is that?
It's 2. You know, honestly, version 1 is the one that has higher almond flour. And if I wasn't baking to test, and for all of you, that's the one that I would use in my home just because I want the nutrition from the almonds. But I think that economics wise and just all around good blend, version 2 is one that everyone should just, and that's the one we're going to be selling. Version 2 is what we're going to be selling.
Right.
Well, and also the
nut-free version.
The nut-free version too.
Yeah.
Actually, probably all the different blends just to make it easy for everyone. But
hey, my dad joined. Hi, Dad. How you doing?
Welcome. So anyway, version 2, 300 grams. We measured that out already.
Yeah.
So then we got some psyllium. We've got 10% psyllium, so that's 30 grams. So we throw in there.
Bam.
And oh my gosh, I forgot the yeast.
I'll grab it.
You grab the yeast. I'll measure the salt while we wait. So we have got a half a teaspoon of salt. So for those of you who don't have my fun little tablespoon, it's a teaspoon and a half.
Right.
So there's the salt, and then we need a
tablespoon of the yeast.
Yep.
Do.
And then if you have it on hand and you like a little sourdough flavor, a little citric acid, so we're doing a quarter teaspoon of that.
Yeah.
Just to give it a little tanginess. Totally can do without. Optional there.
I don't really have citric acid in my kitchen.
Oh, you should. It's like magic. You can do all kinds of things.
Yeah, especially with all of these recipes that call for, what was the other thing that we made that had citric acid in it?
I don't know. The ciabatta rolls.
Oh,
too.
right, yeah.
Yeah. Anything that you want a sourdough type flavor. Or
Yeah.
like anything that's like lemon. If you don't have lemon juice, you can put lemon essential oil and citric acid, and ta-da, there's your flavor profile.
Wait, citric
Hey, Sally, welcome.
is citric acid what they put on like sour gummies and stuff
Yeah.
like that?
Well,
Okay.
it's like ascorbic acid, malic acid. There's like a ton of acids, and citric acid is just one of them. Derived from
Woo!
citrus fruits. Yeah.
Mhm. Ooh,
I like ascorbic acid because it's vitamin C.
yeah.
So like you get
Ooh,
your
that's
vitamin C.
sour.
I love it. Love it, love it. All right, let's not get distracted. We got a
I'm
teaspoon
good at
of
distracting.
sugar.
Okay.
There's that. And then that's all the dry ingredients. So, of course, we're going to just do our mix. Today, I'm just using a bowl. I'm not doing the stand mixer, even though that's what the recipe calls for, and that's what I would do if I were making it.
I wouldn't. I don't have a stand mixer.
Exactly,
I told you guys
so
before.
we like
No
to-
stand mixer. I just whip it up by hand.
Yep.
Works just as well.
Yep. So just get it to where you're not seeing a difference. You're not seeing the psyllium as a separate ingredient. And then we've got our 400 grams of water. Phoebe mentioned something earlier. If you don't have a microwave, just heat it on the stove. The key is that we're going for a temperature around 110 to 120.
It's a comfortable temperature.
It's like a hot tub that you kind of have to put your feet in for a little while first before you get in.
I could get this from my tap. I could get
Can
this.
you?
Yeah, I could get this from my tap.
Yeah.
Yep. It just needs to be hot enough that.
Well, the yeast, the instant yeast likes a higher temperature.
Right.
And it helps to wake them up because
Yeah.
you're mixing the yeast in instead of proofing it separately. So dump it in there
Okay.
all at once. Start
Hi,
mixing.
Sally. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day to you too.
Yay. Okay. Oh, she made our cupcakes. Awesome. How'd they
Oh.
go? Tell us. Okay, so I'm mixing this like as quick as I can since it's
Go,
my
Miranda.
hand.
Go.
And it starts out kind of battery and then it gets thicker and thicker and thicker.
Yep. And I'm going to repeat this again, but the psyllium just absorbs all that water. So if you start mixing up some of our any of our flour blend,
Especially like the
our
ciabatta
breads.
rolls. It's
Yeah.
so gooey at
They
first.
start off and you're like, oh my gosh, I added too much water. I did
There it
something
is.
wrong. But
Nice.
if you just wait a minute, it'll totally absorb that water.
And depending on the temperature of your water, the warmer the water, the faster it absorbs. So if you put cool water and you're like,
know
yeah, like if you're like cool water and you're like gonna let it rise for a long time.
does it have to do with the like dissolving or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Happy to get sucked up. Okay. So we're gonna I don't know, dusting flour. We're gonna lightly dust the countertop.
I got you.
Got me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick my hand in here.
Do it. Do.
Ooh.
Maybe
How much
a
more?
A little bit more. This one is
A bit sticky.
not as bad. Not as bad as the ciabatta.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's great.
Ooh.
Okay, so we're gonna make two baguettes out of this. Right? So we're gonna take our. Oh, we can't see that. You want
I'm
to
gonna
move that a little?
move. I'll move it.
Shift it down a little.
Here we go.
Okay, so I've just got it. Nice little lump. I'm gonna cut right in half. Okay, set one aside, and then we're gonna just flatten it out to about a ½ inch thick. This is a technique that I learned from like just traditional baguette making. You're gonna want to like roll it up. So I actually roll it from both directions, kind of just squish into the middle, and then the other side squish into the middle. It helps create a little bit of structure. It might not work in any similar fashion because there's no gluten, but I like it. It works for me. So we're gonna do a little rolling it just to kind of make it longer. You want to get it as long, and you want the ends to be just a little bit skinnier, a little taper. Oh, I put flour on, that's why it's sticking. I was trying to keep it from sticking to my hands, and now it's not sticking to each other. Okay, so you've got the seam down. You've got your little baguette there. And what we're going to do is transfer that into our baguette pan. Now, we were talking earlier, if you don't have a baguette pan, I'll show you what these look like. They're like little wells, right, to help support the bread. And this one happens to have little holes in it. But because I'm using parchment to keep it from sticking, those holes aren't as important. So if you had, it's to help make a crisp crust. but we're going to go ahead and use the parchment just so that it doesn't stick. And so we just transfer right in there.
If you don't have one of these, can you build something like out of aluminum foil?
I would
just
actually,
like little well or something.
Yeah, if you have like all metal clips, you could use parchment. And if you had like a bread pan, you'd have to make it shorter, or unless you had a really long pan, and you could clip parchment to both sides, and it would just make a little hammock, and the bread could set down in there. So you'd have to play around with that. These are not that expensive, you know. Just get yourself a baguette pan if you're like wanting to make baguettes all the time. So anyway,
okay. I'm gonna put this down.
Yeah, put it down.
Cool.
Can you grab the bread knife?
Yep. So
I'll quickly make the other loaf. Squishy, squishy. So what we're gonna do is score the bread to make that cool shape that you all are familiar with.
Oh yes,
yeah,
scoring it.
Scoring it. I'm gonna do that after I get this one rolled out. Now sometimes you may want to brush your loaf with
like an egg wash or something.
Egg wash, yeah. But like since these are already naturally egg-free, dairy-free, I'm just not going to do that, and it doesn't really matter. It ends up being just fine. But it's totally an option if you wanted to. So like right before they go in the oven, after they've risen, you can brush them with something, but you don't need to. So what I do is I can show you. I make 4 cuts at like a pretty steep angle, about 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch deep across, and those are going to open up.
Oh man!
And you're going to see the.
This may have been like one of the very first things that I tried with your flour.
Oh really? Wow.
I want to say that when I think we were getting together for craft nights or something, you may have had this baguettes out or something. It might have been
something that you ate. The first thing that you ate.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah, the first thing that I tried.
Yeah, this was one of the recipes that got me seriously thinking about like creating Quintessential Baker, like having all of this happening, because I was like, this is too good. I've got to share this.
I'm gonna just hold this up a little bit so y'all can see.
So that's it. That is it. And so you just cover that with a little piece of plastic or something, and let it rise in a warm place in your oven. Basically, while your oven is preheating to 400 degrees, so it's only about 1/2 hour, and they'll puff up, and those cracks will open.
Bring this over.
Yeah. And there's your bread, and you bake it for 40 minutes until they're going to be like nice and hard.
Look at this.
And then they soften up. Yeah, there we go.
Look at this, and here's the cut end.
Look at that. It's like
beautiful.
It's a baguette.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's just beautiful.
I know. Eat it.
Oh my goodness, this is so delicious.
And it's like 2-day-old bread too. I made these the other day.
These are so good.
We've been so busy with the circus show that it's just like.
You wouldn't even know that this is gluten-free. So good. So moist. It's just yummy.
They're
so
amazing.
Yummy.
Hello. Oh my gosh, what did I just do?
Click over into the screen. We're having a little technical difficulty again.
I'm trying to see if anyone else has said any
There you
comments so we can see if there's any questions to answer. Hello, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Ben from the Circus Book Show.
I know.
Eating my bread.
This is so delicious. I can't even.
Locals, if you haven't come to see Circus Book, there's one more chance. 3 p.m. today.
Come on over.
Come see Ben as Hansel in the woods, eating his bread, doing amazing things.
Okay. All right. Moving right along,
That's
people.
Okay, so, wait.
What?
Bye, everybody.